What if the final sighting of a missing 7-year-old boy was right here in Asheboro, North Carolina, just moments before he vanished? This isn't some distant headline. This is happening now. A child, 7-year-old Liam King, gone. Nonverbal, with cognitive impairments, last seen near Forest Hills Drive on a quiet Sunday afternoon. 1 second, he was there. The next, he was gone. Since that moment, every street, every yard, every stretch of woods in Asheboro has turned into part of the search grid. Police, deputies, neighbors with flashlights, helicopters circling above. And still no Liam. His family describes him in detail: light blue and gray Nike sweatshirt, gray t-shirt, black sweatpants, Sonic socks, tan sneakers. That image has been plastered everywhere, but it's not enough. Because here's the truth: when a child goes missing, every second matters. Every person watching this could be part of the difference between finding Liam and losing him in the noise. So stick with me. Hit subscribe, turn on alerts. If anything about this case shifts, even the smallest update, you'll be the first to know. And if you've seen anything, anywhere, no detail is too small. Your comment, your share, your memory, it could bring Liam home. Liam King is 7 years old. To his family, he's not just a name in an alert. He's their little boy. He's quiet, nonverbal, but full of life in his own way. He loves Sonic the Hedgehog. He giggles when his sneakers light up. His world is simple: routine, comfort, and the people he trusts most. That's what makes this so heartbreaking. On that September afternoon, Liam was right there, surrounded by people who loved him. Then, in a blink, he wandered off. Just a few steps too far. And suddenly, gone. The news hit Asheboro like a crack of thunder. A small town where everyone knows everyone, thrown into panic. Neighbors started checking yards, pulling open sheds, scanning tree lines. Churches opened their doors for volunteers. Facebook groups flooded with posts. Has anyone seen this boy? And within hours, Liam's face was on every phone in Randolph County. His parents, shaken, exhausted, clutched on to hope the only way they knew how. They shared stories of Liam's laugh, how his whole face lights up when he gets his favorite toy car. They described his blue Nike sweatshirt in detail, repeating it again and again, praying that if someone saw it, they'd remember. But as the hours ticked on, that sweatshirt became more than clothing. It became a symbol of absence. So here's where you come in. Share his photo. Forward this video. Because circulation isn't just noise, it's eyes. And one pair of eyes in the right place could be the discovery everyone's praying for. The scale of the search grew fast. Randolph County deputies spread out, then state troopers joined in. Before long, the FBI was looped in, bringing federal resources to a case that was moving from urgent to critical. Imagine the scene. Maps lit up with pins and grids. Helicopters circling above tree lanes. 9 units combing through the brush, noses down, handlers calling out. Search teams moving methodically, one line at a time. Every second spent hoping the next step would be the one that led to Liam. Law enforcement begged the public, please, don't go into the search area unless you're part of the operation. Every footprint, every trail matters. If the ground gets disturbed, we could lose our best chance. The town listened, but it was agonizing. People wanted to help, to join the hunt. And yet, the best way they could help was to step back, stay alert, and trust the teams on the ground. Because this wasn't just a missing person case anymore. This was an all-out mobilization. In the hours after Liam vanished, the digital world caught fire. Posts flew across Facebook, neighbors sharing doorbell footage, strangers resharing flyers, and yes, theories. Some wild, some desperate, some chilling. Because when a child goes missing, the internet doesn't stay quiet, it becomes its own search party. Geotags from Snapchat. TikTok videos showing kids at the park that day. Instagram stories with the faint outline of Forest Hills Drive in the background. Every timestamp, every blurry background mattered. Online sleuths began piecing together a map that law enforcement couldn't ignore. In one volunteer group chat, the tension was constant. A phone buzz meant maybe, just maybe, a clue. One person combed through TikTok duets, pausing frames to see if a flash of blue clothing appeared. Another checked timestamps on Snapchat maps, hoping to catch a pattern, someone who was there when they shouldn't have been. It wasn't official, but it was raw. It was people refusing to sit still. And every post, every grainy clip, felt like a lifeline. So here's where you come in. If you have footage, if you've posted anything from Asheboro in the last few days, tag it. Share it. Drop it below. Because what looks like nothing to you, Fence post, a passing car, a shadow on the sidewalk, might be the very thing that cracks this case wide open. Because behind every screen is someone who saw something, even if they don't realize it yet. Then, when the exhaustion was beginning to sink in, a whisper. A tip. A driver on the Asheboro bypass thought they saw something. Small. Moving along the tree lane. Too small to be an adult. Too quick to be certain. Just a flicker, headlights bouncing off something light blue near the shoulder of the road. Investigators freeze on that detail. Could it be Liam's sweatshirt? Or just a trick of light? That same night, a doorbell camera just a few blocks from Forest Hills records movement. In the corner of the frame, barely visible, a shape passes. It's blurry. The timestamp matches. And suddenly, everyone's breath holds. A local tracker, boots caked with mud, says it's soft. There's part of me that hopes that glint was him. And that's all it takes. Hope. The family clings to that moment, that single possibility. Liam's mom replaying the video again and again. Look, that's his walk, right? That's how he moves. His dad frozen in silence, afraid to let himself believe, but unable to look away. Every second is stretched thin. Every clue feels like the one. But is it? Or is it just another shadow in a search filled with them? The hours stretch into days, and the search becomes a kind of heartbeat, steady, relentless, but fragile. Voicemails pile up at 911. Each one is a voice trembling with urgency. I think I saw him. There was a boy by the fence line. Some calls pan out. Most do not. But every single one is listened to. Every single one matters. Out in the fields, flashlights sweep the dark like restless fireflies. Volunteers move in slow lines, dragging fatigue and hope side by side. On telephone poles and storefront windows, Liam's posters flap in the wind, his bright eyes staring back at a town that refuses to forget him. But hope is a double-edged blade. Each new tip sparks life in the search, only to wither when it leads nowhere. The emotional whiplash is brutal. One neighbor says it best. It's like we keep getting a handhold, and then it slips away. And then there's the family. Liam's mother, her voice cracking in front of cameras. We just want our little boy home. Please, please help us. His father stands beside her, silent, holding her hand so tight it's shaking. This is the silent countdown, the kind every parent knows in their bones. The longer it goes, the harder it is. So if you're watching right now thinking, I might have seen something, maybe it wasn't important, listen to me. You might be right. That detail, that sighting, that second you brushed off could be the thread that unravels everything. Drop it now. Don't wait. Don't second guess yourself. It could save Liam's life. Liam is still out there. And this case, it isn't just lines on a map or pins on a screen. It's breath moving through the forest. It's echoes bouncing through our feeds. It's the word hope whispered on every set of lips that refuses to give up. Right now, every searchlight, every repost, every prayer is part of the fight to bring him back. And here's the truth. We're watching every single message, every comment, every DM. Nothing is too small. A half memory, a glance from your car window, a sound you couldn't place, it all matters. So if you know anything, no matter how minor you think it is, comment below. Share this video. Tag your friends. Post Liam's face. Because we're not just telling a story here. We're all the search now. Let's bring him home. The screen fades to quiet, but urgent music. Liam's photo lingers. The silence after is heavy, deliberate, leaving you unsettled, but committed, still watching.